Applying for a Canadian work visa in 2025 is a process marked by new challenges, updated regulations, and evolving opportunities. For many around the world, Canada remains a beacon of opportunity, known for its high quality of life and inclusive society. However, the path to working in Canada has changed significantly, and understanding the latest updates is crucial for a successful application. To begin, it's important to recognize that Canada has made substantial changes to its immigration and work visa policies. These changes are designed to address pressing issues such as housing affordability and social service strains. As a result, both the number of permanent residents and temporary foreign workers has been reduced. In 2025, the cap for temporary residents, which includes most work visa holders, has been set at 300,000. A notable decrease from previous years. This means that competition for work permits is higher, and eligibility criteria have become stricter. If you're considering applying for a Canadian work visa, the first step is to determine which work permit stream best fits your situation. There are two main types of work permits in Canada: employer-specific work permits and open work permits. Employer-specific work permits, as the name suggests, are tied to a particular employer and job. To qualify, you must first secure a valid job offer from a Canadian employer. In most cases, your employer will need to obtain a Labour Market Impact Assessment, or LMIA, from Employment and Social Development Canada. The LMIA demonstrates that there is a genuine need for a foreign worker and that no Canadian citizen or permanent resident is available to fill the position. In 2025, there have been important updates to this process, especially regarding wage requirements. For high-wage positions, the provincial median hourly wage has increased by 20%. This means employers must offer higher wages to meet program criteria, making it more challenging for those seeking or offering lower wage positions. Open work permits, on the other hand, allow you to work for almost any employer in Canada. However, the eligibility for these permits has been significantly restricted. As of January 21, 2025, spousal open work permits are available only to spouses of international students enrolled in master's programs of at least 16 months, doctoral programs, or select professional degrees. Additionally, spouses of foreign workers are eligible only if the principal worker is employed in high-demand fields such as healthcare, engineering, or information technology. These changes are intended to prioritize essential sectors and ensure that temporary residents contribute meaningfully to the Canadian economy. Once you have determined the appropriate work permit stream, you'll need to gather the necessary documents for your application. Typical requirements include a valid passport, a copy of your job offer or employment contract, LMIA documentation if applicable, proof of qualifications and work experience, and evidence of your ability to support yourself and your family financially during your stay. In 2025, the federal minimum wage has been raised to 17.75 Canadian dollars per hour. This affects not only what employers must pay, but also the financial documentation you may need to provide, especially if you plan to bring family members with you. For those applying through the employer-specific pathway, your Canadian employer plays a crucial role. As of July 2025, the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, or OINP, has transitioned to an employer-led application process. This shift affects all three streams: foreign worker, international student, and in-demand skills. Employers are now required to initiate and manage much of the application procedure, submitting job offers and supporting documents through a new online portal. This change streamlines communication between employers and immigration authorities, but means that applicants must coordinate closely with their prospective employers to ensure all requirements are met. The application process itself is primarily online. After creating an account on the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada website, you'll fill out the relevant forms, upload your supporting documents, and pay the applicable fees. It's crucial to double-check all information and documents before submission, as errors or omissions can result in delays or refusals. Processing times for work permit applications can vary depending on your country of residence, the type of work permit, and current application volumes. Given the new caps and stricter eligibility, applicants should expect longer wait times in 2025. To avoid unnecessary delays, apply as early as possible and stay informed about any additional documentation or steps required for your specific situation. After submitting your application, you may be asked to provide biometrics, fingerprints, and a photograph at a designated application support center. Some applicants may also need to attend an interview or provide additional medical or police clearance certificates, depending on the job and country of origin. If your application is approved, you will receive a Port of Entry letter of introduction. This letter is essential for entering Canada and activating your work permit. Upon arrival, you'll present this letter along with your passport and other supporting documents to a Border Services officer. Your actual work permit will then be issued at the port of entry. It's important to note that holding a work permit does not grant permanent resident status. However, Canadian work experience can be a valuable stepping stone toward permanent residency. Many provincial nominee programs and federal immigration streams, such as the Canadian Experience class, prioritize applicants with Canadian work experience. Staying informed about changes to these programs can help you plan a long-term pathway to living and working in Canada. Employers, on their part, must adapt to new responsibilities and wage requirements. The increase in the median wage for LMIA high-wage stream positions means that only employers able to offer competitive compensation are likely to secure work permits for foreign workers. Additionally, the new employer portal for programs like the OINP requires employers to manage applications more directly and efficiently. For both employers and applicants, staying up to date with the latest regulations and requirements is essential. Immigration policies are subject to change, and what is true today may be different tomorrow. Consulting official government resources or seeking advice from licensed immigration professionals can help ensure a smoother application process. In summary, applying for a Canadian work visa in 2025 requires careful planning, up-to-date knowledge, and close coordination with prospective employers. By understanding the latest policy shifts, preparing comprehensive documentation, and meeting new wage and eligibility thresholds, you can give yourself the best chance of success in your Canadian work adventure. Whether you are a skilled professional, a recent graduate, or an employer seeking to fill essential roles, navigating the new landscape of Canadian work visas is challenging. But with the right approach, it remains an achievable goal.